Hey, everybody. Does anyone know who we are?
Who are you?
Does anybody know? Can anybody guess who we are? I'm going to give you a hint. Exciting and new aboard. We're expecting you. Soon we'll be making another run. Anybody know? Any guesses? Put in the comments if you know who we are. I'm representing the melanin on the Princess Love boat from back in 1985.
And I am your captain, Captain Stooping.
That's right.
Uh-huh. I'm a little dark for the times, but
Captain's
who's
got
gonna
a tan
know?
from Acapulco. He's got a tan. He's tan. He's tan. We wanted to come on today because we thought it would be fun to talk about cruising then and now. When we're talking about cruising then and now, we're referring to particularly Royal Caribbean. I'm going to give you guys some stats. So the first ever Royal Caribbean ship was called the Song of Norway. Ew, Captain, you okay? That ship came out in 1970. It was 550 feet long. The captain might need to go see Doc. It carried 724 passengers. It had 7 decks. It had a 1 midship pool, 3 lounges, and just 1 main dining room back then.
Wow.
Extremely different than what we have today.
Absolutely.
If you compare that to the Icon is 1,196 feet, double the size. Carries 1,600 passengers at max capacity, along with 2,350 crew members, so about 10,000 people. 40 dining venues and bars on the Icon of the Seas. Also, to put it in context, a 7-night cruise from Miami to the Grand Cayman, Ocho Rios, and Cozumel in 1985 on the Song of Norway. And this is from the New York Times article back on October 20th, 1985. Guess how much it cost? Take a wild guess. Just a wild guess. Throw a figure out there.
Oh, I'd say about $500.
Yeah. A little bit more than that. Quite a bit more, actually. So a 7-night from Miami to those 3 ports ran anywhere from $1,225 to $2,050.
Wow.
But that included airfare and transfers.
So just push it up, Isaac. It's all right. You just gotta go see the dermatologist. No, you gotta see Doc. You need to see Doc. You got hair falling off your face.
I didn't even know what was happening.
I was adjusting my.
So when did that happen? My eyebrow. Just to put that into context, it was cheaper, way cheaper, because if you include airfare,
oh yeah, definitely,
it was a lot cheaper back then. And this was in 85.
The economics alone definitely tells you that this is a whole different time. This is a whole different, financial era as far as cruising or any other mode,
travel in general,
transportation or vacation.
I recently looked up a Icon of the Seas cruise because it was my intention to book one, and it ran about $4,300. Airfare, no drink package, nothing included. So it's quite a bit more to cruise in 2025 as opposed to 40 years ago in 1985. So I just kind of wanted to put that into perspective for you. So let's talk about the food a little bit.
So we know that.
Captain, talk about the food a little bit.
Well, we know that the food is definitely one of the most important aspects of a cruise. per se. For most, back in the East, there was something called the midnight buffet. Isaac, stay out of vodka. So the midnight buffet, Captain's got his nails done. Oh,
Captain, what you been doing that night?
That's Captain Steuben to you, Isaac. Make me a
I'm
drink.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Anyway, the midnight buffet consisted of a long series of banquet tables dressed to the max. You had beautiful ice sculptures, you had butter sculpture, you had fruit and vegetables carved to perfection. Now you still have the buffet, but it's compartmentalized. You don't
It's definitely
you know,
not
they're so
elaborate.
much more stringent. They're very keen on hygiene and, making sure that everybody washy. So there is definitely a change in the times from then till now. Back
Mm-hmm.
then, we weren't so, there was a concern with germs and that kind of thing, but not as today. With COVID happening, it just made you much more aware and much more appreciative that they have those rules in place, because some people, they're not as thoughtful about that kind of stuff as other people. So for them to have it across the board, it kind of lessens the stress of knowing that somebody's been picking in the mashed potatoes.
Yeah, and I will say this about Royal Caribbean. Their buffet is pretty extensive, even by today's standards. I mean, you're hard pressed to go on a cruise and find lobster, cold or hot, on a buffet.
That's true.
That is something that is, you know,
Very true. Very true.
very rare. So I think Royal Caribbean, while the standard may be different, I think that they are holding true to that standard of it was back in the day, more so than I would say Carnival, which it
Right.
was my experience. I did not care for Carnival's buffet. I thought it was lackluster, in my opinion. And I found that Royal Caribbean had a substantial array of choices. Their
Yes.
butter chicken.
International choices.
Their butter chicken. I had that at least 3 times.
The butter chicken. And on our last vacation, we spent some time at the buffet, and they had Caribbean night.
Mm-hmm.
That was so great to see them put out a spread that highlighted that culture, because you don't see that often,
That's right.
not on that kind of venue. So to be able to go and get oxtails and curry chicken and plantains and rice and beans, oh my goodness, it was a great experience, and the food was
Yeah. Where are you going to
pretty
find
damn
oxtail
good.
on a
Excuse my
buffet?
language.
You are
I'm
never going to
Captain
find.
Stephen. I can say that.
You can say what, Captain?
Damn.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Yeah. So what were the itineraries back then? What were the hot spots?
Well, for the Love Boat, particularly Acapulco, was major. The Love Boat went to Acapulco every week. Ports of call are basically the same. Even from this example that I gave, Grand Cayman, Ocho Rios, and
That's
Cozumel.
definitely a
That's
common
yeah,
itinerary.
that's and on the Carnival Sunrise
Right.
last in 2023 for my birthday. So yeah, I don't think that there's been. I'm pretty sure that they've added some ports of call that they didn't have back then. But and I'm also pretty sure that European travel, European cruising has exploded, because you have a lot of cruise lines that are now going to Greece, that are
Look
now
like
doing
you was born there.
Iceland. I was slicky baby.
No,
Slickety
cover
doo
them
doo.
eyebrow.
Slickety doo doo.
Stop.
I'm losing it.
Her eyebrow has lifted from the skin. You clowning.
If you
But
see
yeah,
Isaac,
this is a great comparison to now and then, because
uh,
we love to cruise, of course, and back then we didn't have the opportunity. So it's really cool to see the contrast between now and then. Yeah, so it's pretty exciting to see Isaac fix his eyebrows. Yes. And the thing, I was jealous that she was.
Yeah, she wanted to be
You was
Isaac so
Isaac.
bad.
How am I going to be Captain Stubing? Colors, look, the
Shut
I'm glad she
Denise,
over there struggling with them hairy lips
it's all right. I'll get the picture.
and eyebrows.
I think I did Isaac
You
justice.
did. I'm really happy to see how well you pulled this off because
Yeah,
Isaac
you
is
know,
an icon.
yeah, for
He's an
real.
icon.
You know, I'm telling you,
Love. So
Isaac was so
do you
cool.
think people actually find love on a cruise ship?
I think it's possible. I think that it's more lust than love because if I'm from Atlanta and I meet somebody from California on that cruise ship and we connect during that week, when we get off and I go back to Atlanta and he go back to California, what are the odds that it's love? What are the odds that we're going to be able to facilitate love?
You know what I do, just to bring into the context of this conversation. I love the fact that some cruise ships actually cater to gay and lesbian. They actually cater to single cruisers, and they actually, you can actually get married aboard a cruise ship.
Absolutely.
You can plan to do that. You can plan to have a ceremony. You can have your guest, of course, book their cruise, and you guys all can celebrate their union. So, yeah, of course, the aspect of meeting someone new and dating someone that you've met on a cruise ship, is it likely to go far? Who knows? But they do have opportunities for you to meet someone.
Absolutely.
From your preferred choice. So that's
they have singles mixers.
Yeah.
They have solo cruising events on, I think it's Norwegian. They have a whole section of the cruise ship devoted to solo cruises, and they have a solo cruiser lounge. They have cabins and pricing that are specific to solo cruisers because, if you book a solo cruise on, say, a Carnival, you're going to pay double occupancy. Norwegian has, and I believe Virgin Voyages also has specific cabins that cater to solo cruisers. And that's a great way to meet someone else who may be single. They could be, just solo. So, you have to do your due diligence and vet that individual.
Absolutely.
But, it's possible. I would never do that.
And you know what, too? It just popped in my head. Who else wears that mustache?
Lost and turned, Olivia slave.
What's that cartoon character? The cowboy?
Yosemite Sam. I do look like dude from the Whispers.
Girl, you rocking that wig. I'm impressed. I love the outfit. The fit is spot on.
I'm killing it.
You killing Isaac right now. You killing it. I can just shake her. Yeah.
The point, I challenge y'all to Google a picture of Isaac. And in every picture, he gonna be doing this.
He gonna hit you with the
every time.
I can tell you what Captain Stubing does.
What? Don't do the captain. Now and it's got the lines and take it one time. Ooh, it's got the forehead line. Got the creases.
It's authentic. Authentic.
Yes.
Well, it was a great idea to play dress up.
Yeah,
we want to do some of our characters from the
right. And this is something that her particularly. She do this all the time. This is my first time, delving into the character of a black man, Isaac.
Cool. Well, I can't say I've ever played a white man, and I'm really not playing one now, but I'm the captain nonetheless.
Right on. Isaac was cool. Y'all got to go. Y'all go back and watch Love.
I really loved the fact that we were able to see somebody like us on a show that was predominantly a whole nother racial group.
But why they had a black man getting everybody all liquored up?
Same reason why they have liquor stores on every corner in the black neighborhood.
That's the question that I had. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I
we
know it
won't
wasn't
go
no
there.
malt liquor. It might have been Coke 45 though.
Might have been.
That was that and
You think
Schlitz.
you think he mixed top shelf?
Yeah, I mean, for some. Yeah, I
Well,
know.
this
You
was
know what we
fun.
talking
This was a
about.
lot of fun.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Danielle.
Yes, of course. No, I'm not Danielle. I am Isaac.
Oh,
Please.
oh, let me stay in character.
I'm
I'm
not putting up with
not
that.
giving Captain Stupid. I think I'm giving Captain Wanda.
Martha. You're giving Captain Martha, Captain Blanche.
Look like Benjamin.
4 scores, 7 years ago.
This was fun.
See, back in your day, Isaac would have never made it. Never made it.
He certainly wouldn't been laughing about serving no drink. He would have been serving them, though.
Yeah, that's very true. That is very, very true. With chains on. He'd have been
Lord. Anyway,
right.
This was fun. So just know that those things that were appreciated back then are still appreciated today. Few changes here and there, but yeah, I think I'll be
cruising has really done a complete 180. Now, my sister and I, we never vacationed as children. Where we came from, your vacation was not having to go to school and going outside to play.
Not having to go to school, yeah. That was
going around the neighborhood, from sun up to sundown. That was vacation. We didn't really have the privilege like these children have nowadays to go on cruises. My mother was like, it was, huh?
Yeah.
The light bill, dude. Oh, what? Cruise? Excuse me? So,
and vacation yourself in there and play some
vacation yourself in there and wash them dishes because it's your night. Ain't it your night to do the dishes? It's soaking, Mom. I'm letting it soak. That was always me. I was the one that I was letting everything soak, child. So she come wake me up at 11 o'clock at night.
The 80s was a fun time, especially on TV.
It was.
Especially
TV. So I said all that to say, if you can afford to take your children on a vacation, remind them of how fortunate they are. Remind them that Danielle and Shalise didn't get that.
We had to imagine of being on vacation, watching the Love Boat.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So be grateful. Be grateful. That's all I'm saying.
Be grateful.
And on our next when we do have a group cruise, holla at Isaac. I might make a joke.
She got skills. He got skills.
I might make,
unless he dropped that mustache in your drink.
Or this eyebrow that keep
real eyebrows.
Yeah. All right, people. It was great. This was interesting and fun.
Yes.
We had a good time.
Love
again.
Boat.
Any questions, concerns, comments?
Like, share.
Yep. Hit the comment. Like, share, subscribe,
let Isaac
baby.
Captain Stupid show you a good time.
Ooh, no, ma'am. Captain. We do appreciate you all. Anybody, all of you. We thank you.
Thank you very much
Travel
for your time and attention. Yes, travel.
Have a great day.
Have a good one, y'all.